Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the start of a new series. This is going to be another little mini series, since that's kind of the direction I'm going after the completion of Thornton Hills Zoo, the big mega project that I completed, the big full on covering the whole map zoo. After that I'm just kind of rolling with these kind of mini projects. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different one. I'm sure, as you can tell from the thumbnail and title and everything, that we are not really building a zoo this go around here. We are doing an amusement park. More specifically, I'm going to be trying to build kind of a old classic independent American fairground theme park, amusement park. Definitely not a theme park. I should point that out. So in my definition, or my playbook, there's two different kind of parks, I guess. There's like a theme park, which is in my mind's eye like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, really big themed up lands and rides and everything. Everything has like a story and stuff like that. And then there's amusement parks, which are kind of what I'm going for today, which are kind of like your Cedar Point or Six Flags type parks, or Merlin Entertainment across the ocean there. I guess those kind of rides and parks and everything. So again, yeah, that's kind of what we're going for with this project. And I know this is going to seem very, very random. Like, what the heck? Why are you building, a theme park or an amusement park in the zoo game? And that's basically just because we have the pieces available to do so now. So yeah, my bread and butter, as many of you know, is Planet Coaster and kind of theme parks or themed entertainment. That's kind of what I really, really like to build for. I definitely, obviously been following the channel and seen all the different zoo type builds. You know that I definitely have a soft spot and love building zoos and everything. But yeah, like I said, we kind of did Thornton Hills Zoo, which was the main big project for the channel. We might do another zoo, depending how many more packs we get for Planet Zoo. We might do another big old zoo project there. But yeah, just kind of wanted to branch off now that I've kind of done that already, and just start doing these other little off-the-wall type projects. We also did this in Planet Coaster, the flip side. I did a zoo build in Planet Coaster. So yeah, just kind of doing the flip side again. We're now in Planet Zoo. Let's go ahead and build an amusement park. So, but anyways, like I was saying, this is all possible because of a bunch of really awesome builders that have gone ahead and started building some, they're not functioning, but they're very well put together blueprints of different rides. We even have 2 coasters that we're going to be putting into this park as well. And before I get too much into that, big shout out to, there's a whole bunch of other people, but mainly these 3, Silent Member, Simtanic 8, and Mr. Domez for kind of contributing some really amazing rides and roller coasters that we're able to use throughout this project. So as we get more rides, if more people decide to kind of build more, or if we get more, from these builders along the way and stuff, I'll definitely, shout out everyone that I can there. But for the time being, I wanted to specifically shout out those 3 because especially Silent Member and Simtanic, they have definitely kind of taken the reins for the rides and roller coaster blueprints and ran with them there. So but yeah, as we're going through the video, just know that again, the inspiration for this small park, it is going to be a relatively smaller park, not really, again, no theming going on. It's just for the most part at least, it's just a big swath of concrete with a bunch of rides kind of put on top of it there. But the big inspiration is going to be Knoebels amusement park in Pennsylvania. I believe it's Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, United States, is rich with these small independent classic type parks there. So if you're kind of wanting, or this kind of thing kind of interests you and you want to see more of this type of stuff, definitely look into Pennsylvania parks, because there's a lot of them kind of similar to this. But yeah, we are going to be taking the main inspiration from Knoebels, and just kind of be going off of their vibe there. Some really fun things about Knoebels: it is a free park, if I remember right. It is a completely free park. You just kind of walk in, you can kind of do whatever you want. There's no like gates kind of surrounding it and everything, so that's pretty cool. I like that vibe. We're not doing that with this park. I am building a full-on like ticket center and a front gate and like an exit gate and everything, so we are going to have an admission for this park, but I think it's kind of a fun little tidbit about Knoebels is that it doesn't cost you. It's like a ticket system there. So, but yeah, no, as we're going forward here, for the speaking of the ticket booth and ticket entrance and everything, we are starting on the ticket booth here, and this is going to be taking inspiration from Worlds of Fun, actually. So Worlds of Fun is a bigger an amusement park. Can't remember where it is. I think it's Missouri, if I remember. I actually have a few things pulled up over here. Worlds of Fun, yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. Again, it's a little bit bigger amusement park than Knoebels. Has a lot more coasters and everything, but their front entrance has a really just kind of quaint, cool looking little, almost classic themed type entrance there. So I kind of wanted to mirror that for the entranceway and everything. And also big shout out to, oh my gosh, I can't remember their name off the top of my head, but I will do my damnedest to link it down below. That roof set right there is an amazing roof set that I found on the Bro Nation Discord. If you're really liking these realistic type builds and you want to find some more inspiration in game for realistic zoo builds, theme park builds, anything like that, definitely hit up Bro Nation, the Bro Nation Discord there. It is really good. But anyways, yeah, I found this modular roof tile set on the Bro Nation Discord, and it is perfect for these itty bitty teeny tiny little builds there. And that's what a lot of today's build is. A lot of what kind of takes up time is A, finding the right colors for everything, because the colors are very important, and B, yeah, getting the scale going well, basically. So you can always usually see a Frank the Archer sitting next there. For those of you that are new to the channel or newer to this type of building, we use Frank the Archer because he has basically the same scale as a guest in Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster. So it's easy just to kind of plop him down there and start building around them and everything. So again, scale is a very important thing for this build, because using the in-game wall sets, they're very wide, they're very tall, so you can end up getting just, again, very large looking things, and it won't look quite right for, again, the type of scale that we are going for here. So I say all that, and then later on in the build, we're actually going to be changing all the wood panels that I kind of built behind there and switching it out for the in-game aquatic set wood wall. I can't think of what it's called. I always forget the name of it, but yeah, that ended up actually working out really well. So don't get attached to all the boards that I put back there. And I'm actually glad that I figured that out, because it was going to be a bunch of pieces to multiply over all of these different boards and everything. And speaking of a bunch of pieces, holy cow, shout out to everyone that's been using the 2D font pieces. And here we go, switching out the wall texture. I think it looks a lot better too. All the board pieces together, they looked good, you know, looked like individual pieces, looked really built up and rugged and everything. But I do like the aquatic wall set here, kind of turned on its side so that it's going horizontally instead of the typical vertically that the aquatic wall set has. So anyways, I thought that worked out a lot better. So but anyways, like I was saying before, shout out to everyone that's been using the heck out of the 2D font pieces. We just recently got those in the aquatic, or no, not the aquatic, the Africa pack, I believe. Correct me in the comments down below if I am wrong there, but those are so good as teeny tiny pieces to use. You might see just behind the season pass holder sign there for the I can't think of the name to use for them, but yeah, all those little wood beam pieces there, those are actually all of the letter I. That's all just letter I pieces made out of the 2D font. And because they're 2D, yeah, when you look at them, you know, from either way, you just kind of get, they're just kind of a plane, basically, you know, just a straight plane there. So really easy to use them for like little sticks or just very small little detail pieces. So definitely don't sleep on the 2D font pieces. Like, again, the L is really good. The I is really good. The comma piece, I think there's like just like a period as well. So all these really small pieces, you can, if you're having a difficult time finding some tiny detailed pieces to use, then definitely look at those up. And don't forget also, if you have the Europe pack, there's a bunch of really great teeny tiny cables, like the fan cable I can think of, and there's another cable piece that we have in game that they're only like a meter big, or even oh, you know what they are? They are the LED poles that we have, the new LED poles from the Europe pack. Those are really skinny. You can turn the electricity off of them so they don't, you know, glow at nighttime and everything, but they are very skinny and very tiny pieces to kind of use for, again, these kind of in scale small builds and everything there. So yeah, definitely don't sleep on all of the small pieces to find you know, different details that you can get in there and stuff like that. So But yeah, as we are going through, as I was kind of mentioning before, some of the things that we want to have in this zoo. So I do know that a lot of people are going to probably not even click on this series because it is an amusement park being built, you know, in Planet Zoo, and a lot of people are just going to be, oh, pish posh applesauce, we can't have amusement parks being built in the zoo game. Well, but we are. So, but yeah, to appease some of the zoo people that will want animals in this, and I think it, you know, we have to definitely try and get some animals in here to utilize the systems in place that we have. We will have a petting zoo, so I definitely want to have a petting zoo there. Don't know if we'll kind of theme it to like a barnyard, like I've always, whenever I do a petting zoo, I always just theme it to like a barnyard. I mean, it's, you know, kind of the natural theme that you think of when, excuse me, when you're doing like a petting zoo build and everything there. So, but yeah, no, this time around, I think for the petting zoo, we're going to go a little bit more kind of run down. It's not going to have a theme like barns or anything. There'll probably be some like backstage buildings, but that's kind of the whole overarching theme with this build. I know this first like ticket booth building that we're building looks, you know, really done up really nice, got some flowers and everything. The paint job looks pretty good. We're gonna call that a fluke in the system, basically, that because yeah, as we kind of move forward, I start to really use the decals and make this place look really just grimy, and a lot of the colors for the buildings are just really subdued and look like they haven't been done in a while. A lot of the buildings, when you get inside the park as well, turn into like just straight up concrete, like molding or concrete plaster pieces, and it loses the charm after now, essentially. So if you're kind of liking the little charming, you know, kind of ticket booth area, awesome. Yeah, oh, and there it is, all completed out for the most part. Now we're going to move on to making a new sign instead of those TVs. But yeah, again, if you're kind of liking the charm, we kind of keep it going with the actual like ticket, where you give your ticket to the person and like go through the actual I can't even think, but the main gate or whatever. We kind of keep it there, but yeah, after that, again, it goes downhill real fast, but it still looks good. So, but anyways, all that being said, yeah, the petting zoo won't be themed up, but yeah, it's gonna probably be more of that kind of concrete kind of look to it there. So, but yeah, we'll definitely utilize a lot of mods for that as well, because we'll probably want to get some cows and goats and chickens and some of the other animals not in the petting zoo that I think we could use, or probably some of the ducks. I can't remember the creator, but someone has been making a bunch of modded ducks, mallards, some geese. I know Bongo Hardwood has been making some cranes. I don't know if cranes really fit in here. Maybe we could have a peacock that's randomly roaming around, you know. So we could definitely utilize the awesome, you know, animals and everything that we have in game. Just know this is not going to be a zoo. I've already had a comment or two asking, you know, like, why is this a theme park? And no, you can't do a theme park in Planet Zoo, and it's, you know, you have to have animals and stuff. And it's like, you know, yeah, well, like we're gonna do the amusement park thing, but sure, we'll still utilize some of the animals there. So if you can think of any other instances where we could use some animals, whether you know, we already got the petting zoo thing down, and like I said, we could maybe have like a peacock or just random ambient type animals roaming around. But yeah, if you can think of another idea where we could use some animals, do comment down below, let me know, because I'm definitely open to the idea of, you know, putting in some more animals and everything. So but yeah, on top of the petting zoo, because again, we're kind of limited as far as how many rides and, you know, roller coasters and stuff like that we do have in game. So we kind of have to kind of think outside the box a little bit. So we're gonna have a train museum as well. We'll maybe have a general park museum, meaning like I know Cedar Point does this. Some other old style independent parks that they've been around for a long time, they'll have just a again, like a general park museum. So you can just go into like the Cedar Point theme park museum, and there's a lot of really cool history about the park there. So I think we can do something like that with this park. Maybe give it a history of like maybe starting as like a train depot, so that kind of ties in with the train museum. I think trains would be a really big important part to this park's kind of upcoming and stuff like that. Again, if you're not really familiar with theme park history, many theme parks and amusement parks that are big today they started either as little like midway game areas or train station depots, and whenever people were waiting for the trains, they'd set up like merry-go-rounds or Ferris wheels, or, you know, again, like midway games or swan boats and stuff like that. You know, just things that kind of occupy the people's time as they were hanging out at the train depots and stuff like that. And those eventually would spawn into or sprawl into like amusement parks and stuff like that. So I think it'd be cool. Like, this is an old enough park that we can maybe do that. You know, have the museum really have a good hold and everything like that. So And then speaking of the swan boats and stuff like that, I do think it'd be cool to have overall a lake in this park at some point. So we could get a lake and a like a boat launch with it, like a modern day boat launch, so people could kind of again boat up, and maybe we'll have like a restaurant on the lake and stuff like that, and then they can go into the park and kind of hang out and stuff like that. We can maybe incorporate the lake inside the actual park and have again like swan boats in there, maybe some bumper boats. So yeah, no, just a whole bunch of different ideas. So if you are familiar, and it doesn't have to just be American parks, by the way. I know I'm really referencing a lot of American parks, but a good portion of my audience is from the EU there. So shout out to our European friends there across the ocean. But yeah, if you have some ideas, whether it be from an American, small independent American parks, or maybe even smaller independent European parks or UK parks, anything like that, definitely comment down below some ideas. And also, if you are feeling up to the challenge of doing some building there, definitely build some flat rides for us, especially flat rides. We have 2 coasters right now. One of them is a classic wooden coaster named Wildcat, and I love the name of that Silent Member gave us, so I think we're going to keep that. And then we have a classic, probably 1980s, mid-90s Boomerang steel coaster. And those things are everywhere. If you're not familiar with them, you've probably ridden one before if you've gone to a theme park or an amusement park. They're everywhere kind of thing. So we have those 2 right now. The only third coaster I'd like to have is a Wild Mouse coaster. But again, I'm not really skilled when it comes to building these type of things as much as like Samtanic, Domez, and Silent Member are. But yeah, I would love to have for the third coaster and final coaster be a Wild Mouse. But other than that, coasters are pretty taken care of. But flat rides, always could use some more flat rides. Again, there's some really great ones on the workshop from those 3 creators and some other creators as well. But there's like there's an SNS free fall tower that we're going to be using. There's a chair swing, a really awesome merry-go-round that I've used in several of my parks before. There's some cool bumper cars. We're going to make us some bumper cars there. Man, I'm totally blanking. There's a few more because I've listed off 4 or 5 there, and I think there's about 6 or 7 really nice flat rides. But there's a scrambler as well. I think that's all I can remember. And then yeah, I also found some cool Midway games on there. Some cool little kiddie rides. It looked like there's like a miniature version of the carousel for like kiddie ride section and stuff like that. So, but anyways, again, whole point being, I'm usually pretty terrible at building those kind of things, but if you are feeling the fancy there, feeling the itch to build a flat ride that would fit into our little build here, definitely let me know, and you will get all the shout outs there, and we'll name it after you and just all that kind of fun stuff, and make sure that you get all the credit there and everything. So but for the most part, I think that's no, I'm just kidding. We have the this entire front building to build. I wasn't even looking at the video that entire time. But yeah, no, we're building our main like ticket giving places where we're gonna kind of have the turnstiles, and yeah, you'll give your ticket and enter into the actual park there. So it goes this main ticket area, then yeah, we get into the park and start building like different rental areas. But you know what? I think that is for the next episode. Yes, I have a bunch of backlog footage here. So actually, what I'm looking at here, this footage, I actually haven't I haven't looked at it in a few weeks there, to be honest with you. So far, where we're at in the park, we already have all the rides kind of laid out for the most part. We're starting to put a lot of planters and trees inside there, so yeah, it's kind of fun kind of going back and seeing all this there. But yeah, this is all again taken from Worlds of Fun for the most part for these first few buildings, and yeah, really enjoy how it came out there. So but hey, there's only like a minute or two, a few more minutes, whatever it is, left on the time lapse there. But please go ahead, comment down below, let me know what you think of this idea. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Yeah, let me know some more ideas where we can incorporate some more animals and everything. Let me know what kind of rides you'd like to see in here, some more fun ideas. Hopefully you're kind of getting the kind of the vibe that I'm going for there. And yeah, no, just kind of comment down below, let me know what you're thinking there. Always love to hear from y'all, and yeah, it's always a pleasure seeing those comments and everything. Also, don't forget, hit that like button there. All those things combined, if you're watching the video this long, that helps out. If you're hitting the like button, that helps out. And if you're commenting, all of those things combined helps kind of get my videos out there to more eyeballs, and yeah, get some more people in on the community viewing the videos and everything. watching. So awesome. Hey, thanks so much, everyone. I always do appreciate it. And yeah, do enjoy the rest of the content there. We'll see you in the second episode there of Benton Amusement Parks. Oh, and I almost forgot. I should probably explain the name. This probably should have been like the first thing. So only if you watch the whole videos are you going to get the explanation. I literally got it from reading the back of my water bottle that was produced in Bentonville, Arkansas, where Walmart is located. So I just took off the Ville, and then it's Benton Amusement Park. So I guess you can thank Walmart for the name. Again, yeah, no, it said, produced in Bentonville, Arkansas, where the headquarters for Walmart is. And I was like, yeah, let's just do Benton Amusement Parks. Sure. So there you go. There's the lore for the name, right? So awesome. Hey, thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out. Always do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.